You hire pirates to do pirate things. This is Broadcast Obituaries, Gone Too Soon. We exhume a short-lived TV series, episode by episode, give it a proper eulogy, and answer the burning question, was it canceled too soon or not soon enough? Analysis, nostalgia, and our final verdict on TV's fallen heroes. Hey everybody, I'm Rob.
And I'm Aaron, and welcome back to Broadcast Obituaries. Today we're going to hit episode 7 of Timecop. I can't believe we made it this far. And I feel like this show's picking up some steam.
Yeah.
And I think it could be great. Although we got 2 episodes left and we know it's canceled. But we're going to imagine that it would have been great.
Yep, we'll try to envision its future.
Yeah. Today's episode, The Lost Voyage, originally aired Saturday, June 27th, 1998. I'm going to read the description to you here. Dean Cook goes back in time to July 4th, 1939 to sink the Titanic. The SS Empress of the Americas. A passenger ship holding millions in gold bars. Millions. Then hopping back to the future and salvaging the gold with deep water submersible technology.
Interesting. I will say before we jump into the rest of the episode here, picking a date like the 4th of July, which is a holiday, you'd think that would have a little more relevance to the episode. They could have set this on any date they wanted. It had zero bearing on anything that happened here.
They did. Not even one firework went off. So they weren't even serious.
Although if Logan had his way, there would have been fireworks.
I know, with Grandmama.
That's right.
Boy.
Woo-hoo.
That was fun. I like that part. That was pretty fun.
The 1939 part was important. It needed to be where it was, like pre-America entering World War II.
Right.
That was important. Yeah. But why pick July 4th if you're not celebrating the 4th of July? It was weird.
Yeah. No need for that.
Yep.
No need at all.
Odd.
But before we get into this episode, Rob, why do we even ask? I know you've got it. You're like our resident Easter on this show.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I like that reference, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Every time you ask me, I kind of think, I have one. Why do you keep asking it that way? We need to work on that script a little. And
I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to build it for the audience, but we know. We know everybody. He's got a back in time.
I have a back in time. Let's go back in time.
Let's do it. Back in time. Back in time. Back in time.
Today, we are looking at the box office for the month of June 1998. This episode came out June 27th, 1998. We're going to look at the whole month, just see what was out. There's some cool stuff on this list. Let me tell you, we're going to start down at number 10. And number 10 is actually a reissue, re-release, whatever you want to call it. But it is a classic. It was Gone with the Wind.
Oh, wow.
Which is a phenomenal movie, honestly.
Did
they didn't remaster it? Nothing. I don't think so. They just literally re-released it. Maybe they remastered it. I don't know.
They should have gave it like the George Lucas treatment, right?
Yeah.
Introduce some new aliens or something.
There actually is a part where Scarlett is walking around Clark Gable's character, and she actually steps on his tail because they couldn't figure out how to get him to go around her. So they did edit that in there. You don't remember that scene from Star Wars, do you? Okay.
No.
Never mind. Scarlett shot first. How about that? Does that help? Scarlett O'Hara shot first.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Gone with the Wind. That was the number 10 movie for the month of June 1998. Number 9, one of my personal favorite comedies. It is not a great movie by any stretch of the means, but I love this movie. It is one of the only Norm Macdonald starring vehicles. It is Dirty Work.
Oh, it's so good.
I love
that. Was 1998.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so. I'm a big Norm Macdonald fan in general.
Me too.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
But his stand-up was good. His SNL was good. Dirty Work was fantastic. And you're right. It is not a good movie.
No.
But it's funny.
No, it is funny. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Number 8, I loved this movie. Personally, back in 1998, it was very relevant for me. It's the movie Can't Hardly Wait.
kind of a teen dramedy,
Yeah.
I guess, if you
It's
will.
good.
These kids all
Yeah.
graduating high school. I graduated high school a year before this. This came out in June 98. I graduated in roughly
Okay.
June 97. But I hadn't gone away to college yet. I was kind of in a holding pattern. I went to college that fall, took a year off. It was still like high school was fresh enough, and just people trying to figure out what they're going to do with their life, basically,
Yeah.
is what that movie was about. It was pretty relevant. And I loved Jennifer Love Hewitt as well. So
Oh, I know. I still love Jennifer Love Hewitt.
yeah, she's awesome. She
She's
is
so good.
awesome. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's a really good movie. Really good movie.
Yeah, I have not seen it for a while, but it was
Me
good.
either. Me either. I didn't see that one in theaters, but I did see it shortly after it came out.
Yeah.
This next movie I did see in the theater, and it is another great movie based on the book by Elmore Leonard, one of my favorite authors. It's the movie Out of Sight with George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez.
I never saw that one.
Oh.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah,
but I
it's a
never
really
saw
good
it.
movie. He plays a bank robber who escapes from prison and runs into Marshall. Elmore Leonard writes Marshall's quite a bit into his works. He also wrote the short stories and books that the TV show Justified was based on. I'm going to find a way to talk about Justified as often as I can until you watch it.
I know. It's what was the other show? No, it was the comic
Justified.
book.
Justified.
No,
That's the
there's-
other show.
I know I need to watch it. There's something else you gave me a hard time about forever. You gotta watch it. It's made just for you. It's just for you.
Irredeemable.
The comic, yeah, it was the comic, yeah. And then years and years and years went by, and I read it, and I was like, yeah, dude, that was written for me.
It was
That
written
so
for
good.
you. You were the
So good.
target audience
I
for that
was.
comic book.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't read
Okay.
the independent comic book, well, it wasn't independent. I forget what company published it. But if you haven't read the comic book Irredeemable by Mark Waid, check it out. It's probably
So
not written for you as closely as it is written for Aaron, but it's
fantastic.
still a great comic.
Yeah, it's a good read for sure.
So that's Out of Sight. Quite possibly my favorite George Clooney movie, or at least it's up there. I do like
Batman and Robin.
I do also. I'm going to ignore that. I do also like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" a lot.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a big
I like
Coen
that one a
Brothers
lot.
fan. I love the Coen
Yeah.
Brothers. Anyway, Out of Sight, great movie. That was number 7. Number 6, I saw this one in theaters as well. It's A Perfect Murder with Michael Douglas and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. Oh
He's-
man, I forgot about that one.
Me too. He's plotting to murder his wife, basically, with her boyfriend or whatever. It's weird and awkward, but it was an interesting movie. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters, so I barely remember any of it, but I enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Number 5 is the only movie on this list that I have not seen. It's 6 Days and 7 Nights with Harrison Ford and Anne Heche.
I've seen bits and parts of it,
Okay.
but it was not a movie for me at the time in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Exactly.
So
I was hanging out with, my friends, and like I said, we were seeing movies twice a week sometimes. None of us were into a romantic action comedy like this. It's probably, I think it's probably more action and comedy than romantic. I don't know why we didn't see it, frankly. I mean, it's got Harrison Ford. He's cool.
yeah,
And Heche, they tried to make into a celebrity for a while there in the mid 90s, and
it didn't work out.
It didn't work out for her, no. But
No.
he was cool, and Harrison Ford's still cool. But yeah, I don't know why we missed it somehow. All right, number 4, the X-Files movie.
Oh, did you like it?
No,
Oh, I didn't either.
no, it was not a good movie. I mean, it was fine, but I would rather just watch some X-Files episodes
Same.
than watch that movie.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
All right, number 3.
Number 3.
It was a animated Disney movie. It's Mulan.
Did
That
you like
one-
Mulan? Did you see it?
It was fine. I saw it. And I
Yeah.
saw the live action release of that one as well. They're both fine. Neither one is my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah. Do you
They're
have a
okay.
favorite Disney movie?
No,
Yeah, I don't either. They're fine.
they're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are fine. Yeah. So number 2, fantastic movie. I think you and I even talked about this one not too long ago. It was The Truman Show.
Oh my gosh, yes. I just showed my daughter like
Okay.
2 months ago.
That's what I thought.
My daughter
All
and
right.
son, and
Yeah.
she loved it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fantastic.
She
movie.
absolutely loved it. Yeah,
Fantastic.
she references it still.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great
It's a
one.
good
Okay. And that brings us to the top of the list. A few weeks ago, a month ago, we had a list where we got to the end and you were like, oh, that's a little disappointing to end on that note. It was with The
Yeah.
Peacemaker by also
Yeah, I remember
starring George
that.
Clooney.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I feel our number 1 here is also going to be a little
Not
anticlimactic,
again.
a little bit
Come on,
disappointing.
90s.
I know. It was Dr. Dolittle, Eddie Murphy.
Oh, doesn't surprise me though. Eddie Murphy
Oh.
was
Yeah.
huge.
Plus, I mean, that's a kid's movie.
You're in the
It's going to be a
summer
big deal.
in the
It'll be-
90s.
Right. Yeah.
Got to entertain the kids, take them to a movie. I get
Absolutely.
it.
Yep. I don't think I ever saw that full movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I couldn't tell you if it was
Yeah.
actually funny or not or any good. but
I never saw that one. I feel like the last 90s movie I saw was, didn't he do The Nutty Professor?
He did. I don't know where
Yeah.
that fell on the timeline.
I don't either. I think that's the last one I saw of his in the 90s.
I'm not sure if it was a 90s movie.
I mean, maybe not even the 90s.
Might have been a 2000s.
Yeah, it could have been.
Go to my old friend Wikipedia. The Nutty. Oh, 96.
Okay, yeah.
Professor came out in 96. For some reason, I thought it might be like past 2000. That's true. I guess you could only make fun of fat people like that back in the 90s. You can't do that.
You couldn't do it in 2000s.
Nah.
No.
Society changed too much.
Hercules.
Yeah. That's one I never saw. I'm familiar with that reference, but I never saw Nutty Professor.
Yeah. You should. There's some. Well, I mean, it's a kids movie. There's some good fart jokes and stuff in it. They're
I am
fantastic.
familiar with that as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe I have seen it.
You might have.
I definitely remember these parts.
Those are the key points. If you remember that stuff, you remember it all.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So that is our list. That is the top 10 movies for the entire month of June 1998. Pretty good list, frankly. Despite Dr. Dolittle topping the list, there are some other good movies in there. I do highly recommend Out of Sight. It's a good movie. It's stylistic. It's an early. I don't even know if it's an early Steven Soderbergh movie. That came out in 98. His first movie was in 89, and he's still making them now. So,
yeah,
that's a fairly early one. It definitely is stylistic. I really do enjoy his style and the style of that movie. So I do recommend it if you go back and
Out of Sight.
Out of Sight. Yep. All right. But in keeping with what we have been doing with our Timecop TV show, we are going to Incept. Back in Time is Incepting, starting now. Our episode is set in 1939. So to stay on track with what we just looked at, we looked at the top of the box office in June 98. We're going to look at the top movies for the entire year of 1939. And let me just tell you, Aaron, the 30s. The entire year. Top movies of 39. This year is often referred to as the greatest year in Hollywood's golden age. They were making movies like crazy back then, and it's referred to as Hollywood's golden age. This is often celebrated as the greatest year.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either. I found it out yesterday. There's a lot of different variety here. I'm just going to tell you what some of the movies are here. I don't have a list like 1 through 10. I'm just going to tell you some of the top movies of the year. But this year saw a horror movie with The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I have seen that.
Yeah, nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Very cool. That was a Universal movie, kind of kicked off, like they had all the horror movies back then.
All the Universal monsters.
Dracula. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I went through all of those last Halloween.
Fun.
All the classics, yeah. It was great. Yeah.
Well, let's see. There was a movie called The Women, and it was an all-female cast, which you wouldn't think necessarily would happen back in the 30s.
In the 30s?
But they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
There's a pretty famous movie called Goodbye, Mr. Chips. I've never seen it, but I've definitely heard of it. I'm familiar with it.
Nope.
1939 saw an early adaptation of Emily Bronte's classic novel Wuthering Heights. It starred Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
just kidding.
It's Wuthering Heights. It's W-U. It's Wuthering Heights.
I will not say that. I'm not saying that.
It's not how you say it?
I am not saying
It's Wuthering Heights. I know.
I
always used to tease my mom. She was a big fan of them.
Wuthering Heights. So
Wuthering Heights.
This is not the Margot Robbie version. That just came out this year. Kind of ironic that we are talking about it now. We just had another version come out.
Yeah. Did you see that one with Margot Robbie?
I have not seen it. Okay. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not too interested.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
There was a great Western that came out this year called Stagecoach.
Yeah. I've seen that.
John Ford directed this, and it was the movie that launched John Wayne into his stardom.
Yep.
Let's see. Jimmy Stewart had a movie out, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I have not seen that one again either, but it is a very famous movie. I've definitely heard of that.
Yeah. Haven't seen it.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the two big movies.
Big
big movies of the year. The first one is a beloved musical fantasy called The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen that a million times.
Yeah. It's a great movie. Me too. We've seen it a lot. And it's a very good movie. But the top movie of the year, I think, and I say it's the top because it swept the Academy Awards this year. It was the epic historical romance Gone with the Wind, which we just discussed in 1998
and it was
when they reissued it.
That's an interesting little coincidence.
Right?
Yeah. That they matched up.
A really neat tie in there.
Episode.
I don't know if I got to talk about the movie enough over in our regular Back in Time. This is a phenomenal movie. I guess we got distracted by turning it into a Star Wars re-release version.
Yeah.
It is a phenomenal movie. We actually have like a 4-disc set of this movie with all kinds of behind the scenes features of it. It is just one of our favorites. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it for a period there. I got it from my wife. She really wanted to watch it, so we got that set. For a while, it feels like we were watching it like once a month.
Wow.
20 years or so ago. It's been a while now for us, but phenomenal movie. It is well done.
I feel like I need to watch it again. I've watched it a couple times, but I was young enough that I probably didn't pick up on why it was so good.
Yeah.
I probably need to watch it now that I'm turning into an old man. So
Yes.
appreciate it a little bit more.
Absolutely. That's literally all I have for us for our Incepted back in time. I guess I will mention it's 1939. So 1939, World War II is going on. America was not involved in World War II at this point. We were maintaining our neutrality. But World War II kicked off. I guess maybe it kicked off this year. Europe was involved in World War II
they were
at
in
this
it.
point. Correct.
They were in it.
Yep. Germany was moving across the continent.
Yep.
So, and that comes into play in our episode. That's the ship is sailing across the Atlantic and they're worried about Germans.
Yeah.
German
Possibly
U-boats all around
sinking
them. Right. They mentioned that activity is ramping up and they're worried about being attacked. So anyway, that is our Incepted back in time for 1939.
Cool. Yeah. There's some movies I need to watch.
Yeah.
I might set some time aside for Gone with the Wind, but there's some movies I need to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to watch Stagecoach. I'm not sure that I've actually seen that one, but
yeah.
I like John Ford's movies. I like John Wayne, so I should probably watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth a watch.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. That's a great recommendation. Let me tell you, if it's coming from Aaron, if Aaron gives it one worth a watch, it's a big deal.
It's worth a watch.
It's worth a watch. You should watch it. So anyway, we talked a lot of movies there today. That was our main focus for all of our Back in Time segments. Aaron, do you want to talk about any movies? Is there a movie you want to talk about? Do you have a movie in a minute, which would be phenomenal if you did?
I do.
Okay.
I do have a movie for a movie in a minute.
Okay.
I probably won't even need a minute.
Wow.
Because I got to tell you, as much as I love B movies and bad ones, this one is firmly in the bad category.
Ouch.
So
that's unfortunate.
Kidding me?
Okay. Let me cue up my timer here for you.
All right.
I won't even ask you what this movie is called or anything. You just tell us all the details after we get rolling here. All right. All right, then. Movie in a minute in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, the movie is Star Quest from, I believe, 1994. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. They wake up on a ship. They're in cryo freeze. The captain of the ship is dead. They're trying to find a new planet to habitate because Earth is still going through global warming and political strife. But wouldn't you know it, they finally get some information back from Earth and they find out that Earth is no more. The political strife turned to war. It's all done. So now these are the last remaining humans in the universe.
No.
And there is some intrigue and some sabotage and some crazy stuff going on. But it turns out that one of the crew members is an android who is programmed to kill the humans. So she kind of succeeds. And then the movie ends. And that's really all I got away from it, because most of it is just them going into VR, virtual reality, and living past lives or playing video games. It was, yeah. I mean, that's literally the movie. There's definitely some people you would recognize if you watched it, but not fantastic. And I'm not even giving it's worth a watch. It's not. Just skip it. It's fine. Read about it somewhere if you can find it. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Is there a reason that the android waited till they were all awake to kill the humans?
Plot holes. I don't understand that.
So the story could happen.
Yeah, because they let you think that it's different humans that are the saboteurs first.
I see.
And they all die mysteriously. Like, the new captain commits suicide and hangs himself, and then the lieutenant that was in charge dies in VR, has multiple strokes or something because he couldn't handle the VR. I don't know. It was just really bad. One of the the doctor turns into a heroin addict. She spends like half the movie just shooting up after she finds out Earth is dead. It was weird.
All right.
Yeah. It was also only like an hour and 18 minutes. I mean, this is like, is it really a movie? Does it count? I don't know.
I guess it would be a much more boring movie if it showed an android coming out of cryostasis and walking around and putting a laser bullet into like 7 other people's heads while they're asleep.
Right. Yeah.
And then ending the movie. That would be pretty dull. So I get it. The movie has to happen.
Yeah. Star Quest, 1994.
Okay. Star
Check
Quest.
it out if you dare.
All right. Exciting.
Yeah.
I dare not. I think I dare not.
Yeah, don't waste your time, man.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we've been here about a half hour already. You want to tell us about
Jump in.
today's episode of Timecop, The
Yeah,
Lost Voyage.
Lost Voyage. So we can jump right in. So
Let's jump.
as we established, 1939, the SS Empress of the Americas out in the mid-Atlantic on July 4th. Right?
Okay.
That's the setting that they give us.
Yep.
So we open on that. This is like the deadest party. We open on that party.
So boring.
Right.
Yes.
And it's just a bunch of old people like slow dancing.
Yeah.
And even the guy that threw the party, Mr. McNeely, is like, when I pay for a party, I expect people to have fun.
Right.
And I'm like, well, this is not a fun party.
They are not having fun.
No.
Yeah.
But Mr. McNeely is the rich guy. And I put in my notes here that he's a real peach.
Yeah.
He seems like your typical rich guy. Just,
Yeah.
you know, what a jerk.
And he's doing his best W.C. Fields impression.
Yeah. Yes. It's not great.
Yeah. Logan, my boy. Like
yeah.
he is. He never says that, but
no, he should have though. If they would have put that in there, it wouldn't have surprised me.
It would have been honestly a little funny little wink of a joke.
Yeah,
to who he is imitating, clearly imitating.
But really, the whole point of this party is he's talking to his, I don't know, his right hand or whatever, and they're talking about this secret package. Yeah, literally his right hand. That's what made the episode weird. There's no sock puppet on it or nothing. You just
just his hand.
But there's a secret package on board that is hidden so well that nobody would find it. I mean, that's the way they made it sound. We're going to tell you later where it was hidden, but like the way they're
all idiots.
Yeah, they are.
Spoiler alert.
But it's hidden so well and so securely that nobody will find the package.
Ever.
That's what we hear at this party.
Yep.
One really cool part here. I don't know if you caught this. You probably did. There's a girl in a purple dress.
Yeah.
That comes and talks to Mr. McNeely.
Yeah.
And did you recognize who it was?
It's Melora Hardin.
Yeah, Melora Hardin. Yeah. Michael Scott's girlfriend.
Yeah, Jan on The Office.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, oh my gosh, look at that.
It's funny that's what we know her from. Like I looked her up through like on IMDb just to see her credits. She's actually been in a ton of stuff.
She's super successful.
We
just know her from The Office.
Like, yeah. And a lot of these actors in the 90s, when we go and look them up, it'll show like all their credits and it's like one episode of this, one episode of this, one episode of this. She's been like had regular recurring roles on many shows to where it's not like she's not out there fighting for a job. She has long running jobs. Also, I think I mentioned this before because we kind of touched on her being in this early on when we kicked the season off. She was the original Jennifer on Back to the Future.
Yes, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. But when who was Eric Stoltz, was he the original Marty?
Yeah.
When he got fired and they brought in, or when he left, I don't know, did he get fired or did he just leave?
I think they fired him. I think they were so like, this movie is not working with him.
They didn't like it the way it was going. Yeah. But they brought in Michael J. Fox. They decided that she was too tall to play Jennifer. Oh. So she got the can because Michael J. Fox was too short. So not a good on-screen match.
It would have been really cool to see her.
I know. I would have liked to have seen her. Although I will say we didn't get to see a ton of her, but I did like Elizabeth Shue as Jennifer in 2 and 3. I guess she had a little part in 3, but I did like her in those movies there as well. Yeah.
We been trying to get the kids to watch Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, they're interested, but we've been watching a lot of movies, so they're like, I don't want to watch another one, but I'm going to get them there.
As a kid, that was one of my favorite movies. Yeah, one of my favorites. We watch it all the time, me and my sister.
Yep, and we were talking about movies where babysitters are bad babysitters, and there's the other one is Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Christina Applegate, right? I think was in that one.
Yeah, she's in that.
So, but
fun stuff. So Laura Hardin was there. That was really very cool.
Laura Hardin, very cool, and she is a main character in this episode, which was fantastic.
Yep, very happy with that.
At first, I thought she was just purple dress lady, and then she wouldn't come back. I wasn't sure what she was going to do. So
she's a big deal.
Yep. So we cut to the captain. I recognize the captain from stuff. I don't know. I didn't even look up the actor's name, but you might recognize him if you were a TV watcher like we were in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But he ain't happy about McNeely chartering the Titanic. I mean, the USS Empress of Americas.
Right.
Pretty sure they just use shots of the Titanic when they're showing the ship. That's what it looks like, but I could be wrong. But he's really worried about Nazis, about the Nazi U-boats. And they read, a telegram. What do they call it back then? Telegram. A cable. Yeah, that's what it is. And they're learning about America might get pulled into this war, and they're stuck out in the transatlantic on their way from Europe to New York, and they're really worried about it. But they don't have to worry about the Nazis, do they, Rob?
They don't.
No.
They have to worry about something.
Yep.
Jack Logan. Just kidding.
They They have to worry about time travelers from 2007 because no sooner than they stop that conversation, the doors to the bridge explode open and there's a guy with a shotgun.
Future shotgun.
Yeah.
Is he German though? The guy was kind of Germany.
He sounded Germanish.
Yeah.
He sounded German, but I don't think he's actually German. I think it's just maybe a really bad accent.
Right.
Yeah. Because it doesn't stick through the episode. It kind of comes and goes and it's a little weird.
Right.
But so we cut back to the TEC.
Yeah.
Hemmings and Jack have a nice little moment. Like I told you, I was pretty excited about the romance in the last episode, Alternate World. If only we would have had more episodes to see this kick up, but you can tell they're getting close.
They're definitely flirting. Like they're talking and flirting.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah. But really the star of the scene is Easter.
Yep.
So Easter comes in and he's got some lipstick on his neck.
Yeah.
And he said he believes it's glycerin based.
Weirdo.
Easter, you like?
Oh, yes. Sorry, Captain. I didn't get much sleep last night.
What's that on your neck? Your neck.
Oh, appears to be lipstick. Glycerin-based, if I'm not mistaken.
Lipstick. Lipstick.
I suppose some sort of explanation is in order. Well, as you're no doubt aware, I'm frequently asked to lecture on my many areas of expertise. At any rate, it seems my lecture series has attracted a small coterie of enthusiasts, mostly of the female persuasion.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you have groupies?
I prefer the term acolytes.
So you got groupies? He's like, I like to call them acolytes. Like, this guy is awesome. So he's got acolytes that he's been macking on. I'm bringing macking back today.
That absolutely, I love it. Yeah.
Yep. And he's been macking on.
Yep.
And it was pretty funny because Matuzak and Jack both kind of just chuckle at him because they're just like that, I thought it was a really good scene. I thought it was really fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. And stuff like this, I can see the show starting to find a stride because we didn't have moments like that in other episodes. So they're gelling as a group. But we don't get to regale in these stories long because there's a level 2 ripple and it's rising. I know. And it's rising.
Yep.
Now here's what I thought was really great. Level 2 ripple and it's rising.
Yeah.
And it was Jack, suit up. You got to go.
All hands on deck. Right. We got to solve this. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why this level 2 was bigger than any of the others.
I'm pretty sure we had a level 3 and Matuzak was like, I can't go sending time cops back for every little bubble that comes up in time. But now it's a level 2 and it's rising.
Level 2. Yep. They find out the coordinates are in the middle of the ocean and they do a lot of research. They find out that it's probably the Empress of the Americas is where they're going.
Right.
Somehow they immediately connect it to these TV explorers from 2007. So they just knew where to go with it.
Yeah.
So
the brothers make Popeye, as Jack calls them.
I forgot about that. I didn't get that in my notes, but I forgot. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
But it's the Cook brothers, Dean and Eric Cook. They're twins.
Sure.
So we know that McNeil at this point is hiding gold on the ship. That's what he did. I think we knew that. Or maybe I spoiled it for everybody.
I mean, that's somewhere it gets brought out here somewhere.
Yeah.
I think Claire is the one who talks about it. Claire does. Hemmings.
She does.
And apparently she knows the whole history of the Empress.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dean and Eric, their show, they are getting ready to traverse the same route that the Empress took through the transatlantic. But what's interesting is that their route is taking them south, which is not where the Empress went. She went straight to New York. And then we do learn that Claire Hemmings has a connection. Her grandmother, Edith Thomas, was on that ship. And for some reason, I wonder who. Why did they give her such a hard time about this? Did you catch that? Like, why didn't you tell us your grandmother was on that ship? And Matuzak and Jack are both like really upset with her. And it was like, Jack's going back to visit his teenage self in the last episode. Nobody cared.
Yes. I was a little offended. I was a little offended for Hemmings here to get that sort of reaction when Jack can do whatever he wants. And,
anything.
Literally
anything.
Go give himself an air high five back in 1989 if he wants. I can't touch because,
Right. It's like the high fives from Demolition Man. You remember those?
No, I do not.
they go to a high five, they stop, and then they just do this. You remember that?
No.
You got to watch that clip. It's so good. Because they don't want to touch in the future. They don't want to touch.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So Hemmings and Jack both get to go on this mission together, which is pretty cool. So they go back in time and they land perfectly this time. I don't know who the guy sending them back was, but they land perfectly on the ship. Because I was like, if they're going to try to get to the ship, are they going to end up just in the middle of the ocean?
Right.
Because sometimes Jack goes back and his accuracy is not there.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that's because Hemmings is the one sending him back. Maybe the other guy that sends them both back should be the one to do it every time, because he got them right on the boat. Although I will say he did put them like in the middle of a staircase, and Jack did a great pratfall all the way down the stairs. I thought a lot about this, more than I should have. How come Jack always has to take the fall? But when you think about how they're in the time sled, and okay, for this, everybody, we're going to have to put aside our time ballet. All right.
And we're going to assume that the time sled literally just deposits them in their destination, which makes no sense, but that's what we're going to say. He was in the front of the sled. So they get back there and Hemmings is right on the top stair and Jack gets thrown like right on the. So I think that's just how they landed. And so he naturally got thrown forward. Yeah. Because he was already on the down slope.
He came in like hovering in air, right? Because he was sitting right in front of her, and then just dropped and rolled all the way down the stairs.
He was like two steps below.
Okay,
yeah. So
I'm with you.
Know. I shouldn't have thought that much.
I like it,
but
I think that makes total sense.
Yeah, but of course, immediately the two bad guys catch them.
Well, they had to go steal some clothes.
They did. You're right. They stole some clothes.
They stole somebody's clothes, and Claire did her hair.
So, where do you think we should start?
Well, unless we're trying out for the next Star Trek movie, we should find some clothes.
Why don't they just dress appropriately before they get in the time sled?
Great question. Like, put on era-appropriate clothing.
Right.
They disguise.
They can beam the historical facts of the era into your brain. They don't have a wardrobe.
You can't put on a tux.
I know.
You can't put on a tux or a nice dress.
Yeah.
Or crimp your hair or whatever she does to it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So they steal some clothes. She clearly has enough time to do her hair like that. And then they get caught by the bad guys. They come out, and Claire's like, looks like we should have come back 11 minutes sooner. And I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have spent half an hour tying your bow tie and doing your hair. You clearly couldn't have done all that in 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Come back and do your job, lady.
Yeah. And how many episodes did they not look for era appropriate clothes? They just
run around in whatever you're
just run around.
Yeah. Whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to call them pirates, the bad guys, because they're on a ship. It seems appropriate.
All right.
Kind of hijacking it.
Yeah.
So the pirates find them, and Jack jumps overboard, and that's the end of the episode. He's getting away from the gunfire, and it ends.
He goes over.
He's dead.
Yep, he's dead. Jack dies.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah. Sad episode, end of the show. The last two episodes are just funerals. Yep. Yeah.
Hemmings just going back in time, trying to save him repeatedly, just ruining the future.
It gets worse
forever.
and worse and worse.
Every time she fails. And,
yep. I think I might have loved him at some point.
Maybe in an alternate world.
Yeah. No, they show that while they walk Hemmings away under capture, she's not under arrest. While they capture her and walk her away, we look, and there is Jack on the side of the boat swinging on a rope. Who knows how he managed to catch that or even knew that it was there. He's lucky he didn't die, I guess, or he just has good scriptwriters.
Yeah.
Wait,
maybe
I'm not going to call them good scriptwriters. That's...
Yeah. Maybe he knew that he could just activate his temporal watch.
True.
So if there wasn't anything there to save him, he's like, I'll just go back.
Yeah.
And then I'll just come back again.
I'll come back again.
Yeah.
Possible.
But so Claire gets taken, and she gets thrown with the other hostages in the party room. We find out that the bad guys are trying to send the boat on a new course. I wonder which way they want to go. Probably south.
Probably south.
And then Hemmings, this is the really cool part. Hemmings gets talking to Melora Hardin, and guess who she is? Edith Thomas. Did you see that coming?
I had no idea. What are the odds that that's her grandma?
No, yeah. And they're getting along, and it's cool. And I like that scene. It was just really fun. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're my grandma."
Yeah, all of their interactions are a lot of fun. Like,
they are
just
really good.
Neat. Like,
yeah.
You can almost see it on Claire's face too. Like every time she talks to her or she does something, and she's just like, "That's my grandma."
I know, she's in awe.
Yeah,
because she's like, she didn't know her when she was 28 years old. Like she says, she
makes a remark that for grandma, excitement is using 2 scoops of Ovaltine. Like she doesn't use anything exciting about her grandma's life. And now, at one point in here, she compares her grandma to Emma Peel, who was a spy on the old 1960s TV show The Avengers.
Yeah. I got that. I don't know if anybody else was going to get the reference, but
I hope so. I would imagine.
Yeah,
much of our audience would get that reference.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah, that was fun. So at this point, we go back to the TEC. They're just investigating the Cook brothers some more. That's all we really get when we go back. They're just trying to figure out what's going on with them.
Yeah.
So we go back to the Empress of the Americas. Jack saves the captain, and this is where we find out where the amazing hiding spot is. It's in the pool on board the ship because there's some plumbing problems, and McNeil didn't want to have it taken care of, so they just left it. They just put all the gold in the empty pool.
Let's check the pool. Genius. Yeah. He
Super
even, when Jack is talking to the captain, he even says, if there was gold here, I would have known. I searched the entire hull before we took off. You didn't think to look in the giant pool room or in the pool?
I know.
Like, how could you miss it? It's very clear. Also, I have another slight little beef here that you skimmed over, but we see the explosion of the door again, where the captain and the first officer are in there, and the bad guy comes in, and then we see the slats in the door behind it move, and Logan is in there watching.
You're right.
How the frick does he get from hanging on a rope off the side of the boat to inside the bridge of the ship without the captain or first officer even seeing him do this? It's just ridiculous. And
it's like he was hiding in the closet.
Yeah, he was. It's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
It just annoyed the crap out of me.
No, I'm with you. Maybe there was a back entrance to the closet. Maybe it was like it had 2 doors.
How many closets have back entrances to them? Come on, man.
I'm just trying to help Jack out here, okay?
All right. For our sanity, we will pretend that there's a back entrance, and that's how he got there.
Right.
Now it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to help you out, Rob. So they find all the gold in the pool, and there's a ton of C4 strapped around it, and it's right on the floor, and it's protected by a laser grid because lasers are awesome.
Yep.
Jack must be the smartest guy on the planet because he really quickly understands that, like, we can't touch the laser, and they don't have satellites, so how are they tracking the ship's navigation? And it's all like compass tracking that they've got everything tied to, so he understands like how this whole thing works. And they figure out pretty quickly that it's heading south. Once it hits the specific coordinates, the bomb will detonate.
Yeah.
And the ship will sink.
Yep. Hey, there was another, there's a terrible line in here. Like covered in cheese whiz. Like a total cheese whiz line.
Besides, an old salt like you probably prefer burial at sea. Quack!
As in duck.
I missed that. I might be desensitized to it. I heard him say as in duck.
Yeah. I had to go back and watch it. I was like, what's he talking about? Why is he saying duck? Also, why would you warn the bad guy that you're attacking and tell him to duck, even if it's in code as quack? I don't the whole thing. I was just like, what horrific action movie cheesiness are these lines? Like, it was.
That's pretty. I missed that one.
I just rolled my eyes. Quack. Like, literally, you're in a fight for your life and you're going to yell quack at somebody.
Yeah. Did it work?
Sorry.
Did it distract the bad guy?
I don't know.
I mean, did it work, Rob?
He
knocked the guy out.
He knocked the guy out. The guy rolled to the floor, looked at him, and then closed his eyes.
He hadn't heard the joke. He was like, what's the punchline?
What's the punchline?
As in duck.
Why'd you say quack? As in duck. Oh, he grounded. That's what knocked him out, was realizing the terrible dad joke the guy was telling. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, proceed. So, they figured out they have to change the direction of the ship, or it's going to blow up when they get to a certain location. They're all going to die.
Yeah.
But there's a bad guy with a gun in the bridge. How are they going to do this?
Well, let me go back, too, because one of the Cook brothers shows up. So it's not just 2 pirates.
No.
3 pirates.
That's right.
Dean Cook shows up.
Okay.
And immediately says that, my brother told me the TC was going to get involved. He takes Jack's temporal watch, as happens in every episode.
All the time. Yep.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
So we know that Dean Cook is there. But it's a good question. How do they get onto the bridge? They don't. Because all ships have an auxiliary control in the engine room.
Of course they do.
With a compass and steering wheel. It's not a steering wheel, but, on a boat, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Can't remember now. I'm not
steering wheel.
Guy.
Let's call it a
I live
steering
in
wheel.
Indiana. Yeah. There's no water around here.
We're landlocked.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. So that's immediately where they're going to head.
So my question here, after Dean Cook of the Cook brothers, the brothers McPopeye, after he takes Jack's watch and basically he leaves them alone. He's like, hey, try to figure out how to disarm this, whatever. He's like, you can't stop it. This is going to happen. And he leaves them alone. He leaves the pool room. And then he gets on the horn to the other 2 pirates on the ship and he says, hey, The TEC is here. Let's play it safe. If you see someone that doesn't belong here, kill him.
Yeah.
So why did he leave Jack and the
Why did you leave
captain
him alive?
alive? I mean, the captain didn't belong down there. He should have killed him too.
Yeah.
Why did you leave them alive?
Right. See, and I'm so desensitized to these giant plot holes now that I didn't even think twice. I was like, that's on par. That's on par for this show.
Dude,
So,
you were probably enjoying this experience much more than I am if you can ignore things like that. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, I probably rolled my eyes, but I'm like, yeah, that's what I expect from this.
I will say it was my second watch through before I was like, hey, wait a second.
What?
Why are you telling other people? Maybe he doesn't want to kill people himself. Maybe he doesn't want to get his hands dirty.
That's true. Yeah, that's why I hired the thugs.
Right. You hire pirates to do pirate things.
Yep. So,
so they got to go to that auxiliary control then.
Yeah, and they go and they successfully turn the ship. They do it slowly.
Yep.
So that nobody will notice, and it works for a minute.
Yep. Right. Literally like 1 minute.
Like 1 minute. Yeah. We do go back to Hemmings in the party room.
Yeah.
And Hemmings is trying to rally the old people to
yeah. Sorry.
She's trying to rally the old people to fight back, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But she does get Edith on her side, which is nice.
It is.
We go back to the TC for a little bit. They reach out to Eric Cook.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a pointless scene. It told them what they knew.
100%. Yep.
So we go back, and Claire and Edith have devised a plan to take out one of the bad guys with some dry ice distraction. So bad guy opens the door because he's like, I want to go kill some people.
Right.
But there's all this dry ice, and he's like, what is going on? I can only kind of half see into this room.
Right.
And then Claire whops him, and Edith comes in and whops him.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Remember the Orient? The fellow there taught me his new fighting technique. He called it karate.
Grandma's Emma Peel. Right.
Then Logan shows up, and this is where it gets good. I want to hear what you think about this. Because Edith is immediately like, hey, who's tall, dark, and handsome over there?
Yeah. Yep.
And Hemmings' reaction is pretty good. She's like, no, you don't want that. You don't want any of that.
Yeah, he's not your type.
Not your type.
She's like, how do you know what my type is? She's like, because I know my grandpa.
That's right.
And I don't think it's him.
Yeah, she's like, don't you want to find somebody you can settle down with for 40 years? She's like, no, that guy's hot.
The best part here in this whole scene is when he's like, Jack is like, well, hey, Edith. And then Claire is like, Jack, she's my grandma. And he's like, well, hey, I don't have a problem with it if she doesn't.
That's right.
She kind of gives him a little slap. And I'm sure he doesn't have a problem with it. I'm sure he wants to make out with her because we discussed he wants to make out with women all over the timeline. As long as it's not his timeline, he wants to do some smooching.
He does. He's into it.
Yes.
Like we said, it's one of his kinks. It's probably why he joined the TEC. So, so the rest of this really is Edith. This part got me. The bad guy that Edith and Claire knocked out stays knocked out for like 10 minutes. All the hostages leave to go to the cargo hold because that's the safest spot on the ship, apparently, even though it's about to be blown to smithereens.
Yes.
But whatever.
Sure, guys. Sure.
But the bad guy wakes up and he takes Edith hostage.
Yeah.
This was my favorite part of this. Yeah, he holds her with a knife. Yeah. And then he's like, give me my gun back. And Claire hands him the gun. So we cut, and the bad guy literally only took Edith hostage because she's on the bridge now with everybody. And Claire and Jack are just having their run of the ship, devising a new plan to save everything. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Right. They gave you your gun back. Why didn't you shoot them?
Yeah. No, they're fine. They're just off gallivanting, having a good
Run
time
around the ship. Here's what we're going to do. We got to figure this out. Got to rescue everybody.
Yeah. It's just another plot hole in the episode.
Yep.
But sorry, they're in the pool. They're in the pools where they all go.
Yeah.
And we get to this scene, and the ship has entered the coordinates, and there's 2 minutes until it's going to detonate.
No.
They all just hang out and start talking. Like, nobody's worried about, like, shouldn't we, like, those of us that want to go back to the future and live, shouldn't we, like, leave now?
Get out of here. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, they're just hanging out. Like, this is fine.
Yeah. We got time.
Yeah. They just watched the radar for a while and was like, they're just going to die with it. Sure. But there's a neat little, I like this part. Jack's a pretty smart guy, right?
He is.
So Jack gets a little bit closer to the radar, and the ship suddenly looks like it just turns course,
Yeah.
like sharp U-turn,
A U-turn, yes.
like it's out of here,
Yeah.
right? It's gone.
Not physically possible.
Not
Right.
because nobody felt the ship move, but
Right.
everybody starts panicking. Oh, it's not possible. What is happening? And turns out that he took some magnets out of a record player that was destroyed, and those magnets were strong enough to goof up the compass
Yeah.
that the bomb was attached to. So the compass on the detonation thought that the ship had turned around, so it's no
Yep.
longer heading towards the coordinates. The ship's not going to explode.
Yep. They're all safe.
Yeah.
For the moment.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yep.
For the moment. Yeah.
The key part of that then was, though, the Cook brother, whichever McPopeye this is, Dean.
Dean. Yep.
So Dean disengages the laser field, so now he can get at it, and that's what Logan's been waiting for all this
That's
time.
what he
Now
needed.
that that's done,
Distraction.
they have their big fight. Everybody punches or kicks somebody, knocks all the guns
yeah.
out of people's hands.
Everybody gets in on the action.
Yeah, everybody. Melora, or Edith, whatever we're calling her. Edith,
Yeah.
the captain, Hemmings, Jack, they are all punching and elbowing and socking people. And
Yeah.
the good guys, take out all the bad guys.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah. So they save the day. He attaches the magnets to the side. They don't have to worry about it anymore, I guess. We'll find out what he does with the C4 in a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But so they round up all the bad guys. Here's my question for you, Rob. They're in a time sled with 2 seats. They have 3 bad guys to take back with them. There are
5 total
people
people.
total. So how do they do it?
Well, the show tells us how they do it. They do it off camera.
Let's not show it.
They do not show us. Like, sometimes they show a time sled coming back. The canopy pops open and we see Jack and Sam Usher climb out, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
We do not see a thing this time.
None of it.
But I'm assuming that Hemmings is sitting in Jack's lap. I don't know how else that would happen. But,
they just
he's
crank
kind
the
of a
other
time
3.
horn dog. So
Yes.
I'm guessing he's like, Claire, you ride with me, and we'll put the 3 pirates in the other seat. There might be a little
Shove 'em in
uncomfortable. Yeah.
It'll be fine. We'll shove them in.
Cram them down
Yeah,
and
just get in there.
Yep. I had the same question.
I thought it was weird. Now, we do have a convenient answer because we know their first stop is to the Time Valet, to Rodney. They're going to go visit Rodney.
Right.
I think that Rodney might have some time sleds for rent.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
right?
Mr. Logan, I got just the thing for you.
That's right.
I got this beautiful 5-seater.
That's right. He's like, you want to take it back? You can
It's
return it when you're ready.
It's got a bench seat in the back. You got 3 across, 2 in the front.
Everybody can snuggle in and be real great. It's good for road trips through time.
Absolutely.
So I think Rodney's upsold him.
Probably.
Like an Uber Black.
Yeah, exactly.
Going back
It's
in
like,
style.
nothing but the best for you, Mr. Logan.
That's right.
Nothing. I don't know if you can hear it in my mind. He's talking like Short Round from Temple of Doom.
I like it.
Mr.
I wasn't
Logan,
picking up on it, but now I hear
Mr.
it.
Logan. Yeah, I was doing my best not to do a stereotypical voice of any sort, but I almost can't stop the cadence of the speaking.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So they make it back. The only thing we do see is the temporal watch turn red. So they went back. We get back. We don't see anything. They don't even talk about it. They just brought all the bad guys back. They're arrested, apparently. We do talk to Eric Cook on his boat, and he's mad because his submersible was destroyed. It's $1 million submersible. Turns out that Jack took the C4 from the ship, threw it overboard into the exact spot where the gold was supposed to land.
Yeah.
Somehow it lasted how many years? Like 68 years, like
68 years in the ocean.
Yeah, and the submersible went down because Eric thought, "There's me gold."
Yep,
and
I see it.
And then it detonated and blew up his submersible.
Yes,
and
the entire thing stayed working. The detonator, the wires on the detonator didn't corrode in the
nothing. It was perfect.
Seawater. Yep.
Yeah,
amazing.
So, and that's where the episode ends.
Yep. There's a little bit more flirting with Logan and Claire, which I think is important to note. They flirt a little. She snaps a rubber band at him.
Yeah,
when she tells him to
that's cute.
Stop daydreaming about her grandmother.
Yeah. He must be invincible. Who likes to get shot by a rubber band? That
he didn't even
hurts.
flinch. Didn't even
always
flinch.
Stings.
Yes,
always stings.
Always. Their uniform. They're back in uniform now. He's no longer wearing the clothes that they stole off the ship. So maybe, and it looks like it's maybe like a double thick, like jacket type of thing they're wearing.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just well protected.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I still flinch. Anybody points a rubber band at me, I'm like,
me too. My eyes. Don't point that at me.
Not in my head. Not in my head.
You want to blind me?
That's right.
Come on.
So I don't know. What do you think? Lost Voyage.
This is a tough one.
No.
I like the story. And I love when Hemmings and Logan both go on a time journey together. It's much more exciting to me than when it's Logan by himself in the past. I really enjoy when they go on a trip together. But again, the plot holes in this one are so bad. There are so many of them. It's overwhelming almost how brutal they are. And just, I'm a logical person. There is not much logic to how the things in this episode work. And that bothers the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Overall, I like the story. I like seeing Melora Hart in there. She was a great guest star on this episode. She was good. She was fun. I really like her as an actress and love that she was there. I love the best parts to me of this episode were their interactions, grandmother and granddaughter, her and Claire. Yeah. And like Claire was even talking, like at one point, Edith was saying things like, well, if your grandmother were here, I think she would say she just wants you to be happy. And, you know, basically telling her all the things that she would tell her as a grandmother, which Claire did know her grandmother. She died when Claire was 9. So they did know each other. It's not like she's meeting a woman she's never met in her life and has always thought about. She didn't know her, but still to be able to have that adult conversation with her as an adult, I thought it was really cool and pretty touching, you know, often throughout the episode. Whenever they had those. So I did like that. And really considering that aspect of it, in my notes here, I actually gave this story on a scale of 1 to 9 time sled parking spots. In my notes, I gave it a 4. But now that I've talked through the parts that I really liked about it with Edith, with Grant, with her and her grandma, I'm going to ask Rodney to grab that time sled and move it over 1 more spot into the 5 out of 9 parking spot. Okay. That's what I'm going to give it for this episode. Yeah. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, no, my favorite parts of this one were the character building. So, like I said at the beginning, it was really nice to see them starting to focus more on the characters and give them some story. Like, I love the whole thing with Easter and his acolytes. Like, that was so fun, you know, and we start to get a little bit of that, and then you get a little more of relationship building between the characters. And I love Claire and Edith. Like, that interaction, the whole episode is really cool. So the plot holes, I expect them now. I wasn't surprised. Like I said, there were some that I just don't even think I picked up on because I'm just like, yeah, that's on par. Like, why would I pay attention to it anymore for the show?
Right.
You know, it's every episode.
I think that's really the best way to experience this show is don't think about the inconsistencies. We're just here for the ride. We've been saying that since the first episode, but it's hard to put into practice.
Yeah. I will say, Jack didn't tell anybody this episode that he was a time traveler.
No, but he did talk about time travel an awful lot in front of the captain of the ship.
He did.
Like, when he was talking with Cook, he's like, you're going to ruin the future. Like, if you can't change this, if you do this, the people, if everybody on the ship dies, you're going to irrevocably change the future. So he did hint heavily.
Yeah.
But he never did come out and say it. So good for him.
Right.
Good for him. He's learning.
Yeah. A little restraint this time, which is impressive.
Right. A slight modicum of restraint. Good for him.
Yeah. But my score, time sleds, I was going to go 5 out of 9.
Okay.
That's where I was at with this one.
Nice.
The plot holes be damned. I liked the episode. It was fun. There was a lot of fun interaction in it. So
yeah, I get it. I can understand that. You know, I don't fault you for that. So it was a fine episode. It was fine. Middle of the road.
Yeah.
Very middle of the road. Good. We've had better. We've had worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth a watch.
It's worth a watch. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Cool. Do you want to tell us about episode 8?
I would love to tell you about episode 8. Honestly, this sounds like a great episode. I can't wait to watch this one. It's called DOA. It aired Saturday. Is that accurate? Saturday, July 11th.
That's what I saw too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at that until just now.
The Lost Voyage was a Saturday too. Saturday, June.
Was it really?
Oh. Yeah. So
okay.
Now I don't know if we can trust TV Guide. We've seen some of their.
Honestly, I'm pulling up Wikipedia now just to double check. So Lost Voyage doesn't tell me the day of the week; it just gives me the date. So who knows? I'll look it up later and verify.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with it. DOA aired Saturday, July 11th, 1998. Acting on a surprise visit from his future Claire, Logan less. Man, these descriptions. I'm going to add the word has to make it logical here. Acting on a surprise visit from his future Claire, Logan has less than 10 hours to stop a murder. Matuzik's and his own.
What?
That sounds cool.
It's always fun when you get to solve your own murder.
Right? Everyone. I mean, most people, when we solve our own murders, it's as a ghost after we're dead.
Right.
You know, like in Ghost Dad. Yeah. Just kidding. I don't remember if that was a murder or not.
It's a good reference, though.
Yeah. So to me, what this sounds like it all takes place in Jack's normal timeline.
Yeah.
And it's Claire from the future coming to visit. It doesn't sound like he is time jumping at all, which is very interesting to me. I assume he won't make out with anybody in this episode because he's going to be in his normal time.
He'll probably make out with future Claire. That's my
possible because she doesn't belong there. So that is a possibility. Yeah. We'll see.
He'll find a way.
Okay.
He's a smart guy.
He is a smart guy. And
figure it out.
If you're going to make out with someone, you will find a way to make out with someone.
So are we dating in the future? So if we did something now, it's not like cheating, right?
Logan. She's always like, Logan.
She is. Yeah.
She's great. I like Claire.
Yeah.
I like Claire. I wonder, like it says, his future Claire, and he has 10 hours. Do you think she's only coming from like 10 to 12 hours in the future? Is it is she jumping back right after it happens?
Well, maybe. Oh, that's kind of cool too. Like this just happened. No, you can't kiss me. We're not dating.
Yeah.
It's only
knock it off. That's not appropriate yet.
10 hours in the future, and we're in the same freaking clothes, man.
Logan, what do you think? I'm standing right there. That's hilarious. Sounds like a really cool episode, though. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah,
looking forward to discussing this one with you. And we've only got 2 left.
I know.
It's crazy.
Left.
Yeah. So we're going to be wrapping this season up. We've talked a little bit about the next Timecop movie, Timecop 2.
I know.
Is it the Berlin Effect? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No JCVD in that movie.
No. I hope he gets a mention.
Yeah.
He's not even got a callback in this one. Nobody's even talked about him in this TV show.
You'd think somewhere along the way someone would reference the, legendary Timecop officer, TEC officer, Max Walker.
Right.
How has no one even mentioned? Like, there's not even a picture of him up on the wall.
I know. That's what I was just thinking, like a plaque or anything.
Right. Walker was one of the best. You guys should have been here when he was here. It's only 3 years after Timecop movie was set. But still, he could be a legend. Why not?
Yeah.
But no, they don't even acknowledge that he existed. It's a little disappointing.
It's a little weird.
To me.
Yeah.
So we'll have to figure out. We should definitely watch that movie, but I don't know if it's going to rate a full episode or
probably
if
not.
we just maybe movie in a minute at the end of after episode 9, or maybe we just discuss it after episode 9, like tack it on at the end.
Yeah. We just got to watch it and see. It might be amazing. It might deserve a whole episode.
Maybe.
But you never know.
You're right.
As long as it's not as bad as Star Quest. Oh my gosh.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. Anything else for today?
No, this is a good one.
It was.
I'm really sad that we only got 2 left.
Me too. I'm enjoying the show.
We did this with Kindred too. We could tell it was starting to pick up, and I was like, okay, they're finding a stride.
They're getting it.
Getting it moving. Yep.
That's bad. That's unfortunate. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this has been fun. Enjoy talking to you, Aaron, and enjoy talking to you, all of our listeners. Remember, those of you listening out there, make sure to like and subscribe wherever you're listening to our show, and tell your friends. Spread the word.
Yeah. Tell your grandma.
Yeah. Grandmas love the show.
Yeah. Just put them on for them. They probably can't hear it, but they'll be fine.
They deserve to listen anyway, just in case. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. I have been one of your hosts, Rob.
I'm your other host, Aaron. We'll catch you next time. Thanks, everyone.
I believe there is a re-release of this movie coming out. Were there 2 X-Files movies? Fight the Future was a movie, right? That was a movie.
So.
And then there was the X-Files.
I don't know, man. You're going to have to check the Google machines for that one.
Let me look at the Googles. X-Files. The film takes place between seasons 5 and 6. So yeah, that was the X-Files movie. This one came out during the show. And then the X-Files Fight Future. Is that a thing? It's not a thing. I'm making that up.
You made it up. I didn't even know.
Totally made that up. So anyway, the X-Files movie. It was similar to some of those Star Trek movies that were just like long episodes. The TNG episode, the latter TNG movies were just like long episodes. That's kind of how this one was, but not as good as some of the episodes themselves. But I did love the X-Files, and I would watch the movie again right now if it was on, because I love the X-Files, and it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Peak sci-fi.
Yeah. I've heard that they are. Let me do another quick check here, and I'll just plan to edit all of this out.
I was gonna say, yeah, because every time you type, your camera like waves. I'm getting like, yeah, like motion sickness.
So the X-Files, I Want to Believe, that was also a movie. Okay. Yeah, that was a 2008 movie that came out after this one, after the series. I Want to Believe, not Fight the Future. But the X-Files, I Want to Believe, is the second X-Files movie. It's actually getting a director's cut that will be coming out on, I think, Disney. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Disney Plus here fairly soon. So I'm excited about that. They're putting in, they had to cut out a lot of it. It was basically like a horror movie originally. They had cut a lot of it out to make it. I think they were looking for a PG-13 rating, and they had cut a lot out. So they're putting it all back in. And it's going to be a very different feel. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
You are out of sync. Have you seen that happen before?
No, I have not. What do you mean? Like my sound is off of my...
Yeah, you're like an old kung fu movie.
Oh, that's awesome. Still?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hang on. See if there's anything.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, it's like perfect. Super weird.
The recording might be totally fine.
Okay, do you just want to push forward?
I don't know, because if it's not perfectly fine, that would suck.
You're catching back up. Keep talking for a minute. I can slowly see you literally coming back into sync.
Getting closer and closer. All right. So check one.
I think you're good now.
Awesome.
Weird. That was super weird.
That is weird.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad we're back.
Pull that out.
That's easy. Easy enough.